So, here's one of the combo packs that I recently got. It's a anti-tank gunner, the desert guy, and then a firefighter. And what's weird is that as far as I know, there's 4 different combo packs. But what's weird about these ones is that these are actually remake models. Now remember, the remakes are typically made by Goldlock Toys, and the originals are originally by Vision Toys. And the remakes have the battery tab and in their leg and the screw instead of the lock tab or whatever, the flip tab. Well, these are remakes. And yet the box still says Vision Toys, so you see they are, they were the same company. So that proves it now. But yeah, so since they're remakes, they don't have the synchronized light with the voice. These both have the battery tab and the screw. These are the original models. But look, this one's colors are mixed. The hat is black and red, and the body is orange and tan. Now, you might be thinking that's a factory error, and I thought that too, because there was one that popped up on eBay in 2015. And I mean, I guess this could be the same one, but I highly doubt it. The chances of that happening are so slim. But there's supposed to be the sticker here, and I remember the one that was on eBay in 2015 showed this same sticker. So yeah, so again, these are original models, and then these are remakes. And also, there the 2 other combo packs. There's one like this that comes with a SWAT team instead of a firefighter, and the other one is the one with this kind of gun, but the firefighter is still like that. So that's the one I got at Big Lots back in 2003. And who knows, there could be even more than that, but I didn't even know that this one was a thing. It has the bazooka with the firefighter. I didn't know. So this is basically a remake of this, but I feel like this was the last version of the original series, and then this is when they were starting to do the remakes, I guess. I don't know, because again, their quality is different. But also, one thing about this one is it's really high pitch. This is like the highest pitched firefighter I've ever seen. He's not even synchronized at all. It's weird because I didn't even know there was a remake version of a firefighter like this, but this one is too. I got this one a while ago, but and I got another one, and this is one of the remakes of the annoying ones. But the thing is, this one has the battery tab and the screw, but this is the first one I've ever seen that has the annoying audio. Like, I didn't even think there was a firefighter with the cool audio track in the Action Fighters series or whatever. So this one has the same audio as that one. But like, this one doesn't have the battery tab or the screw. This has the flip lock and all that. So I thought, since this has the battery tab and the screw, it was going to have the cool audio, but it doesn't. So yeah, and that's the only one I've ever seen that's like that. Anytime any other has had the battery tab or the screw, it was always the cool audio and not that audio, the annoying one. And I thought it was gonna, have that other audio because it has the battery tab and the screw. So yeah, it's weird. And then this one came with that one. The seller had both of these. It's not. This one's not a remake one. It's got the flip top and the. All right. Anyways, but yeah, here's this one. This one doesn't crawl very well. See? So yeah, so this one could have been from a combo pack, but I don't think so. Alright, and then here's this one. And look, there's so many of those ones. But this one's actually one of the, this one's louder than all those other ones for a remake model. Usually all those are really quiet. It sounds really good. Alright, now I'll show you a little bit of this one. And this one did not talk at first. There was two contacts on the board that were touching each other and it was making it not talk. This one, these were both corroded, and this one was worse than that one, so sometimes this one doesn't go. It sucks. I keep trying to clean it out, but it just keeps getting corroded again. Just a minute. Alright, well, the battery somehow completely died in that, but here it is. Also, this one has that kind of, and that's the other kind. So, and there's those. These are all quieter. All of them are different pitches too. That's the quietest one. Then there's the... They're stacked so high at this point. Then there's the cool remake Navy SEAL. I did an unboxing, but it got deleted accidentally. Yeah, I'm closer and closer to, having all the versions, but there's still a few more, but, I get them when they pop up, but, yeah, it continues to grow. But, I guess that's it for now. Alright, so here's another orange firefighter. This is the cool one, because remember the other one has that rounded out gear, so it doesn't really crawl. So this one, I won this one on off eBay for almost practically nothing. I basically just paid shipping for it, and I don't think the seller even made anything off of it. Because by the time you do the eBay fees and all that, no, they made nothing off this thing. Look at that. Because I have a feeling it costed a little bit more than that to ship it. I just do. So. Yeah, they didn't make much off of that thing. Which I feel bad, but we're gonna test it out and see if this one works or not. I don't really open these up or mess with them anymore like I used to. Like if they're really broken, then I will, but like otherwise, I just don't open. Like I used to, replace their split gears and put WD-40 in their motors, but all the newer ones I've gotten, where they're really loud, the motor, that means, the gears are split, but I just don't feel like, replacing them. Because the main thing is I have to take the belt off. I have to cut part of the belt, which I don't like, or pull it out, but I can't push it back in all the way, and I don't like doing that. Because now I'm finally getting all these versions, and I just don't want to wreck them or anything. Look at how long it's taken me to collect all these things. I restarted collecting these in like 2014 or 15. So, yeah, that's why I have so many now, because I've been collecting them since. But some of them have only popped up once, and if I had missed them, they would have never probably popped up again. Some of them. So I'm always on the lookout for these, and I gotta make sure I don't really, use them or have them break down. So I just kind of keep them in their boxes for the ones that do come with boxes. Okay, let's see. The contacts on these are never stretched enough at first. Wait, are these bad? I don't think these are the best. You can hear that it's trying to, but I know what the problem is. Just a minute though. Usually when they don't start up very well like that, it's the contact right there that's not stretched out. Like you gotta kind of like use a flathead and pry it out a bit. But maybe this one's different. Maybe this is a different case. I don't know. Something doesn't seem right with it though. Okay. That one's not rounded out back here. But those batteries are too low for it. See, these are really picky. They have to be 100% free. That's the way it's staticky like that. That just means the batteries are really low. So these are probably too low for it too. Then I don't know. Oh yeah. For lithium ones now. The firefighter ones, batteries also die a lot faster than the army ones for some reason. Because because these get staticky sounding when their batteries are low. The army ones don't. They just start repeating themselves and stuff. So I don't know why that is, but for some reason the firefighters need more power than the army ones. Alright, so here's my new Army Man display. They're obviously no longer on the dresser or anything. My room has been remodeled. This camera's quality isn't as good as the other one. Anyways, just a minute. Gotta shine some light here. So here's those ones. Those are just, the ones on here are just like, yeah. And surprisingly, it did fit all of them. This is all the boxed ones. There's the other one back there. 2 black firefighters, 2 of those, but again, the different pants ones. There's 4 of those orange ones, but yeah. But well, they're different ones, but yeah, still. And there's those kinds. And behind it is tan one and the other green one under that one. The Stormtrooper one, the ninjas, and yeah. So yeah, that's the army men, all of them. Alright, so I got yet another combo pack. This is the desert guy that comes with the SWAT team. So now I've got 3 of the 4 that I know of combo packs. The only other one is the one, like I said, with this kind of gun and that firefighter, the black and red one. So, and look, this one, see? This one has the Big Lot sticker. But once again, this is another remake model. They have the screw and the battery tab, and like I said, these ones were the original models, and these ones are the original models. But these two are both the remake. But so again, it looks like both versions were made at the same time. And like I said, the remake models that are typically named under the Goldlock Toys company, and then the originals are under the Vision Toys, but obviously they're the same company, and I think they were even being made at the same time. Some of them are not even remakes anymore at this point, because that had to have been there at the same time. It just doesn't make sense anymore. Because I remember there was a guy who was selling a lot of these, and they had a quantity of like 3 or 4 of them, and I would buy one of each. But like, I bought, one of this, and they had the pictures were all the action heroes, and then when I opened it, I got action fighters. And I know these were models that were, found in like a warehouse that never got shipped to the stores or something like that, because just the quantity that they had gives it away that, these were found somewhere. And then I ordered, one of these guys, and I got, once again, it was labeled as action heroes. That's what was shown in the photo. I got action fighters. And then I ordered one again, and I got this one. And yeah, the same thing happened with the Jungle Sniper. They showed the action heroes in there, and someone got action fighters. And so yeah, but there was only one action fighters. All the rest were action heroes, one of each. But their quality is different. Like the action fighters, their heads are squishy, and then their heroes, their heads are hard. So it's like, how was the quality so different between the two if they were made at the same time? I don't get it. Anyways, take him out and show him. This one's low pitch, just like that other SWAT team. And then later on again, they started making. These are the ones that were on these. Now these have hard heads again. These were the last versions they ever made, and they were sold in that full box. They didn't have a try me type box, and they were on JCPenney's website in like 2010 or 9. And then, but see, this one has, the squishy head, and those ones' hair are darker too. And gears split so loud. See, like this one was still a later model, like a newer one, because that's got the really hard head. Like, and they, like I said, their belts have changed. This one's got like a really hard plastic one, and originally they were like latex or like rubber, kinda. They were stretchy. But these ones I think still have. Let's see. Nope, these ones have plastic too. There's some of them, like those ones. These ones I think still have the rubber though, the same as these ones. Also I got this off Mercari. There's actually one of these ones on eBay, but total price is $80, and this is hard to find model because that's the only the fourth one that has ever popped up. Like both of these popped up on Amazon in 2009 and I got them, and then this one popped up in 2019 and I got it, and now that's the fourth one that popped up and that's on Mercari. And like I said, all of them of these ones have this audio. Just a minute. Yeah, so I want to get it, but it's like, I don't know. Again, I gotta do shells for these things, so like it looks like, so like they all fit perfectly, but then when I got this set, now I have to start turning them straight when I get more, because like they don't fit fully. Because look, see, this was all of my army men, so it fit them all perfectly, but just getting this one more, now I have to start turning them straight so you can't see them fully. But that's the only one so far, and there's those two knockoff ones. But yeah, so there's just a few more SWAT teams. You know, I need the original and then the no button ones, and yeah, but I'm getting there. So it looks great though. Just crawling one, firefighter. It's hard to see some of them, but. Yeah, and I forgot to say that these ones were also sold on Amazon as well. They were being sold on there in 2016. Well, that's when they stopped. Were getting discontinued because we got the last ones and stuff when Kevin was here. Like, and there was that random assortment listing that had been on eBay since 2009, and people would relist theirs under that listing, but those people wouldn't say which version they had, so when you bought them you didn't know what kind you were going to get, which made it interesting, which is how I ended up with so many of these kinds, because people listed a lot of these under that listing. There was two separate listings. There was listing for just this character alone, just this guy alone, and then there was that assorted listing, and people were listing on these kinds under that listing as well. So that's why I ended up with, I didn't intentionally mean to buy that many of them, but so I just bought a bunch, you know, not knowing what kinds I was going to get. And I mean, there were some other models, like I ordered them on two separate times, and each time one was this one, and then one time two of them were the Army Ranger. So I mean, there were still different ones, but yeah, it was interesting. But then they all turned out to be different pitches a little bit. And these are, like I said, these are the newest models because none of these have split gears. Their motors are all smooth compared to the one I just showed. In 2017 and stuff, I was replacing all the motor shaft gears in each one that I got, but I stopped doing it because I'm afraid to mess them up. I've come so long to collecting so many, I just don't want to accidentally break. The part of the time I'm always worried about breaking is the piece that accidentally broke in this one when I opened it up again. It's the piece that goes through the mechanism that makes it crawl correctly. It's also the screw holder that screws the body together. So, and this one's like, there's a big screw that's jammed in it, so I can't even screw this one's body completely together. But yeah, I mean, it still works, but yeah, it's kind of, it grinds a little bit so when it crawls, you can hear the mechanism scraping against the side of it. This one hasn't really been used that much. The only time I ever used this one was when I made that like 30-minute video of them crawling around the house. That was, I think, also 2017 or 18, I don't know. But his motor's dying because it's really slow. Because I replaced the gear in this one and I put WD-40 in it at the time. Either that or something's really tight in it. there could be something getting caught in it, because like these are fresh batteries and that doesn't sound right. And it usually there's some like rubber gummy type gears that can get kind of bad after a while, but usually when that's the problem, if you hold it, you'll hear the motor still spinning, so that's not the problem, I don't think, because when you hold it, it completely stops, so something's jamming it, or something's tight, or the motor's just dying. But I'm not sure what's going on with that, but so yeah, that's kind of weird, but it's not bad enough yet. Like I said, I try not to take them apart anymore if I don't have to. Plus, they're in the box anyway, so they're technically not used that much like I used to when I was a kid, constantly, until one would break, like every time, and then I'd fix it again, and then I would use them again until another broke. Oh my god, it was a constant thing. But, yeah. I gotta also put heat shrink on this one's tip gun, just like I did with that, so that that light bulb doesn't break off. This needs a motor shaft gear replacement as well. This is how loud it grinds. Batteries are low. Let's see, and this is one that's already been replaced. See? Mechanism is quiet compared to that one. I think this is my loudest one, to be honest. This one sounds the best out of all. So like the speaker and audio and everything. I mean, when they were new, they pretty much all sounded like that, but since they're all so old, they all sound so different. Like, and that's the only one that sounds that good. All the rest kind of are quiet or don't sound as loud. Each one sounds just a little bit different, like I said. I don't know. That one sounds the best of all the remake models, I would have to say. And probably that one. But yeah. And also, the only place that sold motors for these that actually worked properly was Radio Shack. Any other motor I tried, back then I had to scrap motors from other things if I wanted to replace them, and they would always be really slow. Like, this is actually one of the faster ones, but back then, in 2009 when I started my channel, pretty much all of them, their motors were dying, so I didn't know that Radio Shack sold the motors at the time, but when I did finally discover it, they worked perfectly in them. But this is one of those other motors. See, it's slow, and these are lithium batteries though, so without lithiums it's not even this fast. But there's still that other one from my childhood that's probably half as fast as this one, so that it gets a lot slower. So this is how fast they crawl with a regular, with a motor from something else, versus if I used one from Radio Shack, it would crawl as fast as any of the others typically would. So that was something that was always interesting. And then I tried those motors in the fur balls, and those didn't work at all. Like, they were too slow for them. So it was kind of weird. But they have, the ones that Radio Shack sold had a metal motor shaft gear on it, and you couldn't really pull them off. So, but for these, it doesn't need to come off because they're the right size gear that they need. But for the fur balls, oh no, those had a belt, so I had to pull those off. And that's probably partly why, because it probably damaged the motor in the process of taking them off. But, I don't know. the Furballs were very picky. They had very high speed motors for those things. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that. Well, I got another SWAT team, but it's one of the other cool ones, and this one's not low pitch. But there's still, so there's just 3 more of the SWAT teams that I don't have. The ones in the cool, and it's both the one with the buttons and the one with no buttons in the, Heroes box, the original ones, and then the annoying one with no buttons, the big backpack with the big, yeah. Same with the Navy SEALs, just the original models. So. So yeah. So yeah, basically what's left is 2 versions of the Navy SEAL, 3 versions of the SWAT team, like I said. All of the Series 2 with the no buttons except for that. So, and I got both versions of the no buttons of that. So there's only 5 more of Series 2 for me to get without the buttons. I mean, with the box, if I didn't count him, since he's one, it would be 4. But I like to have boxes with them because they just look cool that way. But I'm kind of out of room for these ones. Are different because these ones don't stack like these can and stuff. So these ones are actually harder to display, but they look better on display because you can see them better. Because these ones, there's a lot of reflection that glares, and they're not, this is much more presentable than this, but they're not, like I said, they're not as easy to stack, and so yeah. Then there's that other combo pack, but I think there's only one Army Ranger that I don't have, and that's the one with the no buttons, the one with the cool chip. So, like I said, my collection's definitely almost there, but it'll be a while till I get any more of these. So, this is my collection for now, and yeah, still looks good though. Oh yeah, and I want a better recon pilot because that one's tip is missing and this one's just kind of messed up, like it's been for a while. I mean, there's this one, but that's the remake one. I just want, another original or one. So yeah, again, I know people don't really care. They don't really notice the difference, but still, it's just my theme. So yeah.